It was 9923 Empire time, ET, when Tang found himself landing on this god-forsaken planet in a most unceremonious manner. The ship's descent was rough, jostling him about until finally ejecting him onto the dusty surface below. Bounty hunter Tang wiped the dust off his pants and glanced around him. He was not the kind of person who would stay down when pushed over.
Damn it!
He cursed, his frustration palpable in the barren landscape. The planet stretched out before him, its desolate terrain devoid of life as far as the eye could see. Tang knew he was in for a challenge, but he refused to let it defeat him. With determination etched into his features, he set out to assess his surroundings and formulate a plan of action. The pod that had so ungracefully spat him out onto this planet was now only a dot in the sky. Tang knew his chances of actually leaving this planet were slim, but bad odds had never stopped him before.
First things first,
He said to himself.
We'll find the punk and then figure out a way out of here.
Hey boy,
An old man had crept up on him.
if you need help figuring out how to eat and sleep here, I can show you.
Don't call me boy.
Tang retorted, realizing he was no spring chicken.
I've got plenty of credits to have both.
The old man just chuckled and walked away. Crossing the town square onto which he had been so violently tossed just minutes ago, it slowly dawned on him why the man had laughed. He noticed the distinctive tinge and sparkle in the sky, indicating a security network. He remembered the stern faces of the men and the looks of pity on the women's faces in the crowd. Moreover, he noticed a large placard on the side of the square. Its attention grabber, to all Zone 1 newcomers, was followed by a list of do's and don'ts. On top of it, someone had sprayed in large red letters, "Abandon all hope of ever escaping." The building itself housed the most popular local bar. There was a promising rumble of sounds coming from inside. Tang entered the bar, deciding he could read the list later, as he had great confidence in his people skills. Thus he missed the important warnings: don't ask for credit, and payment only in local currency. When he slammed the door behind him, the placard moved with the wind as if laughing in evil anticipation. But even after he had received a thorough beating and was working shackled in the mines under the whip of the big fish in the local little pond, he found a reason to smile. He had found the man he was after. Now all that he needed was a way to break the chains, get around the mean guards, find the most protected man in this village, grab him, lower the security grid, find a ship that's space-capable, stay invisible to the space pirate orbital station, figure out where he actually was. This planet was not on any map he had heard of. Then map the route home and collect his bounty. He was still working on step 1. The mines taught Tang how to keep his head low, but it didn't teach him how to hold his tongue. Sooner or later, trouble came looking. It found him when 2 guards dragged him, half-starved and iron-wristed, into the torchlit square. A gathering was already in progress. Scientists and engineers corralled in the centre, pirates flanking them, townsfolk lingering at the edges. At the heart of it stood Radok. Up close, Tang saw what the others had missed. Radok wasn't large, nor loud. His presence wasn't in his fists, but in the quiet gravity of his gaze. He spoke of resources, of tools, of rebuilding Madane into more than dust. He spoke of order where there was none, of wealth carved from scarcity. Tang spat dust and muttered,
Sounds like another tyrant dressing up his greed.
The guards shoved him forward. He stumbled into the circle. For the first time, Radok's eyes met his.
You think I'm a tyrant?
Radok asked. His voice was calm, almost amused.
I think you're another man with a whip and a plan.
Tang shot back.
And I've worked for enough of those to know where it ends.
A ripple of tension spread through the crowd. The guards bristled, eager to teach him silence. But Radok raised a hand, and the square went still.
Perhaps.
Radok said evenly.
Or perhaps you are wrong. Time will judge, and maybe you will too when you've seen more than dust and chains.
For a moment, Tang almost laughed. He was shackled, bruised, staring at a man talking about destiny like it was something you could mine from the ground. But the steadiness in Radok's eyes unsettled him. That night, chained in the dark, Tang turned the words over and over. He had called Radok a tyrant. He still believed it. But somewhere, faint as the hum of the grid overhead, another thought gnawed at him. What if this one was different? Years later, he would know. Time would change his mind. Don't wander too far, traveller. Madane has more stories, and far worse decisions waiting in its dust. If you'd like to know what else happens on this troublesome little planet, come back for the next tale.